Hello viewers, we have a simple question which says a certain gas law states that the pressure P varies directly as the temperature T and inversely as the volume V. When P is equal to 800 Newton per meter squared, T is equal to 300 degrees Kelvin, and then V is equal to 36 meter cubed. And the first question now says, find the law connecting P, T, and V. Secondly, calculate V when P is equal to 700 and T is equal to 350. What we have here is simply a joint variation involving a direct variation and an inverse variation. So, what do? Simply state out the formula. The question says that a certain gas law states that the pressure P varies directly as the what? Temperature T. Varies directly as temperature T. And inversely as the volume V. That means volume should not be down since it is inverse with volume, but direct with what? Temperature. So what do you do to remove this variation sign? We change it to what? Equality sign. And once you change it to equality sign, we have to introduce K, constant. So now have P is equals to KT over V, where K stands for what? Constant, because K was never given in the question. Then according to the question, we have that when P is equal to 800, when P was 800, T was 300, and then V was 36. So if that is the case, then we now have that our P here. We substitute all these values in the formula that we have here. So in that case, we have that P is equal to KT over V. So when P is now 800, we replace P with 800, replace T with here 300. So we have K times 300 all over V, and V is 36. So we have all over 36. So if that is the case, we have, if we cross multiply, we have a K, because this will be over 1. So 1 times K times 300 will give you 1 times K is K. K times 300 will give us 300K equals to 800 times 36. We have 800 times 36. To make K the subject of the formula, 300 will have to cross to the other side. So we have K is equals to 800 times 36 all over 300. In that case, 0 will cancel 0, 0 will cancel 0. It will remain 8 times 36 over 3. If 3 divides 3, it will give you 1. 3 divides 36 gives you 12. 8 times 12 will give us 72. So in that case, so you have a 96. So, which means K is now 96. But the first question says, find the law connecting P, T, and V. So how do you get this? We simply go to this formula that we got here. That P is equal to K, T, V. So when you get this formula, you now come and replace K there, the K there with 96. And that becomes it. You now have P is equal to 96T over V. And that is exactly the law connecting what? P, T, V. As you can see here, we have P, T, and V all there, with K being replaced, because the K is a constant which was never given in the question, and we have to find it, and we have finally found it. Then what is the next thing that we have to find? The next thing is B, and B says we should calculate P when calculate V when P is 700 and T is 350. So what is our V? Calculate V when P equals 300 and T is 350. So which means we don't know V here. So what do we do? This same formula that we have here, we use these values and substitute what? Use 700 and replace P, use 350 and replace V, T. We now have what? 700 for P equals to 96 times T, and T is what? 350 over V. So what do? You make V the subject of formula by cross multiplying. That means V will come to this side, 700 goes this way. Now have V is equals to 96 times 350 over 700. 350 divided itself will give you 1. 350 divided 700 will give you 2. So that means we'll have 96 divided by 2, which will give you what? It will give you 48. And that V is in what? Meter cubed. So now say therefore the volume will now be what? 48 meter cubed. And that is the final thing that is remaining in the question. I believe we have broken it down to the simplest form that you can understand it. So thank you for maximum participation.